Welcome all. So I'm starting the readings for the full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. It's going to be a very, very intense few days around that. Maybe some of you feel it already. Then there are a few planets right now in retrograde, so there's going to be a lot of like ups and downs, right? So yep, I feel it. I feel it also because this is going to be my last reading here in Israel. I'm going to go back to Europe next week on the 3rd. That's why I'm doing these reading a little earlier, but of course I will post them like 2 days before the full moon. So, and I feel it, I really feel it, because I'm packing and I'm moving, and I'm not like moving forever, but it's like each time when I leave I feel. And this time I'm leaving and I don't know what's gonna be out there, really, like on the airport and with all the constrictions. And, you know, I'm just gonna be accepting what is, right? I'm just gonna be in my center, and that's really what we want to become, centered. Because this eclipse in Sagittarius is creating an honest world. This is where we look at how can we find the truth. Now the truth has many facets, has many way of looking at it, right? Depending of, I'm sitting here and I see like a 6 drawn here, and you sit there and you see a 9. So you say it's a 9, and I say no, it's a 6, and no, you say it's a 9, and it's both are right, right? If there is right and wrong, there's never really right and wrong. There's just this moment. And Sagittarius is a very angelic kind of figure. In the traditional tarot deck, let's see if I find the Sagittarius right now. Is that, yeah, here is that guardian angel that we actually have over us, and it means temperance, right? So this is the classical picture of Sagittarius, temperance. And as you can see, he has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on earth, meaning he is balancing between these dualities. Now what's going to happen is that we are finding a minimalistic lifestyle appealing again, like we downsizing. And this is what I feel right now, packing. I'm looking at all these things that I have, and I'm like, do I really need this? No. Does this feel like quality? No. Does this feel like a person made it and was enjoying making it? No. So I get rid of it, right? So right now, while I'm packing, I'm looking at my things, and I'm like noticing, I'm like, I don't, no, yes, okay, no. So I'm noticing this is like what's coming up. Like I'm going deeper. I'm already buying organic, fair trade. I really looking at everything that I do right now in the most honest eyes, right? My eyes are like literally looking at everything like, okay, what was happening here where it was made? I'm not just like, oh, it's a product, and oh yeah, I buy it, right? So just so that you know what's gonna come up to you, right? We're reducing stuff, right? And I saw this quote, or saw this like video, and he said, if the industry is collapsing within these 8 weeks, then we really only must have bought garbage, right? For something to fall apart, like we all of a sudden become like, aware of like what's necessary to me. What do I really need? Do I need 20 pair of shoes? No, I need one good pair of shoes that I can walk in, maybe one with a heel that's classic that I can wear to every outfit, right? A sandal, a sneaker, and a boot, right, for the winter. And it's like I kind of like trying to do the number 10, because of the 10 cards, right, we have as like that 1 to 10 life like cycle, and try to have like 10 shoes, 10 pants, 10 t-shirts, 10 jackets, 10 bags, like just minimalize, right? So just to give you an idea a little bit what's happening. So this is my picture for the Sagittarius. It's the forward bend. It's like coming into the absolute union of you connecting the lower self with the higher self, right? And also one foot in water, one foot on the ground. But here it's like I'm connected to this lotus that rises through the muck, rises through the subconscious into the light, right? I'm not finished yet with the picture. I'm like still working on some details, but when I take the picture for the video, it will be done, right? But so right now you get the idea of, this is for me the Temperance card, right? And also like connecting it to a yoga pose, right? So this is your own guardian angel, like when you go deep within and realize what is really going on, right? And you breathe here in this like sometimes even difficult pose for some people. The hamstrings are not open yet, and it's like there's a lot going on, right? So yeah, so that's the pose for me for this eclipse, right? And I decided to do the reading a little bit different. I usually start with the sign that's happening, and right now I want to just see which one of the players are coming first, and this is how I'm going to do the reading, right? Putting it a little bit lower so you can see what's coming out. So I just want to like change it up a little, right? So it becomes also interesting for you, but also for me. I want to, since I just started this, right? I do reading for a long time, but on a public level, this is pretty new, right? So I hope you enjoy it. And I also want to thank all the subscribers that already subscribed to my channel. I think it's like now I'm 35 people. That's the number 8, infinity, right? Each time I'm like so loving it, and I am so grateful for the trust, right, that you're placing in me and subscribing, because I love it, right? So let's see, right, in the order. They're coming out. That's how I'm going to do the reading. Okay. Oops, there they come. Okay. All right, now I cannot shuffle with 2 cards. That's a little difficult, so I will put them one after the other. Boom, boom. There we go, right? So this is the order that I'm going to do the reading. So one more time, some of you ask me, what is this like? I'm not like, someone said like, okay, something weird with the court cards, like, and the sign, right? So when you see a reading from someone else, right, and let's say the Knight of Swords comes up, right, I will actually put it down below in the description. I will explain the dates in there so they stay there, so that you can always look when your court card comes up, or when a court card comes up from someone like, you know, coming into your life. So the Knight of Swords is actually from the 10th of May to the 9th of June, right? So if you're born there, that's your card, right? Which is completely different from then the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana is really the astrological zodiac sign date, right? From the time that it's being published everywhere, right? But the court card, they variate a little bit, because we have no page is in there. It's only the knight, the king, and the queen, right? Those are like the major characters divided in the time frame that I'm gonna post down below. Okay, good. So this is the reading that I'm gonna do, right? So I have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. So a lot of action first, right? The Knight of Swords, a lot of knights. Actually, all the knights, they're like came together. Then the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, right? This is how I'm going to do the reading. This is very interesting, right? So all the knights, all the messenger, right? So there is a big message coming to us, and I'm really looking forward to each of you, what the message is going to be on this like full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, right? For sure the angels are watching over us. For sure the angels are going to help us to go deeper and find a solution and find the light, even through this darkness, right? This is what the lotus flower does. She is reaching up and she is finding the light no matter what. That's what plants do, all right? Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Welcome, Gemini, to this full moon reading. You were number 4, full moon in the Sagittarius eclipse. And again, this is your card, right? You, mind, this is how your mind works. Again, if you're born from the 10th of May till the 9th of June, this is your court card, not your Major Arcana card, right? One more time, the full moon will be in Temperance, so we will have this guardian angel over us, looking over us, helping us to become moderate, helping us to bring in this new, honest and truthful world into fruition, right? The truth is now what we need, and the minimalism. And again, when you go and do your forward bend, your Paschimottanasana, you are going down into the deep subconscious and find there the growth up into this lotus flower. Okay, so your reading, so it's really beautiful, except the Knight of Cups. All the other knights had their own card coming up again in the reading, because I mean, this is just showing you like this is you and this is your court card, right? But you came up as you in the past. Again, here you're the Knight of Swords, the messenger of that new thinking, that new creative thinking, and the Knight of Wands, which is the Sagittarius energy in December, November, December, right, is actually underneath you. So this is a very significant card, because this Sagittarius is going to affect you, right? So this eclipse in Sagittarius is going to affect you. Why? Because you are moving on mentally. right? You're moving on. This is your central card. You will want to go to another place with your mind, and you have crossing here the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, as we know, is about that last realization, right? So the inversions that we can do, as much inversions, as much like putting your head down and seeing everything from a different perspective, right? So keep doing that to help you to move to a new place, right? This is the Six of Swords, is that place of I'm moving forward. I'm not hanging, I don't want to hang in there anymore, right? By a spiritual awakening, I'm moving forward. Now in your recent past is you have the Four of Pentacles, and as you can see, she very much like holds on to her money, right? So either your money's a little tight, right? And yeah, you have to just understand that sometimes that's life is in cycles, right? Because above you have then the Queen of Pentacles, which is in December. So I have a feeling by December you again have money, right? Your mind again has created that money awareness. I know it sounds like far out, but the Four of Pentacles, it doesn't mean you have no money. It means you holding on to the money, right? You hold it, right? Don't spend and do whatever with the money that you have left, right? So just really be careful. What's below you is the Ten of Cups. It's very happy, content energy. The number 10 is again a new cycle that's starting, and it's like showing me that that you actually deep within you're very happy, right? Through your family, through the community that you have around you. Now, in the near future, you have the Nine of Swords, right? So followed by the Nine of Cups, right? So as you can see, these both are nines, right? And one is like, I'm thinking, right? I'm there, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, what can I do? How can I do it? How can I really be happy? And as you can see, right, so it's almost like these are, I love it, right? So it's like these inversions, the opening your heart, opening your chest is gonna create the happiness, the nine again, right? So, yeah, it's like the mind likes to think about, right? Maybe how I'm gonna get through this, right? Because I mean, maybe by December I'm fine again. But by then there's a evolutionary reaching up, right, towards that fulfillment. And then again, you will have this happiness. You have this joy of like, yes, right, I am happy with myself. So, seeing these two, of course, right, this is in the central card, and here you are still like noticing, wow, my kind of thinking, I have to shift it, right? And as you can see here in the nine, there's up in the corner, there's one white bird. Out of all the dark birds, there's one white bird. So there's like hope, there's this completion happening, right? So it's going further. Yes, you are helping by doing these inversions. You are helping to release these patterns, but there's still, you got to still go one step further to do the full cycle, to go to the full happiness, right? So just hang on in there, right? The ride it's the ride. Sometimes things are not as great, but you have only literally like two cards that are, or maybe three, that are showing that you're going again through something, we're going layer by layer, deeper and deeper. We're going and discovering really like why are we here, right? And this is anyway, you love to think, you love to be all the time this like very inquisitive mind, love to discuss about things, love to ask questions and go deeper and deeper and see how your opponent is reacting, right? So just remember to allow not the mind to come in too much, right? Become active, right? Become here someone that's actually doing the work, right? It shows me that you are doing the work because it's crossing that. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one mystical shaman oracle for this meditation. It's gonna be an intense full moon, right, in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is underneath you, so yeah, you will feel it, right? Your mind will actually feel it. Okay, so you got the luminous warrior for your meditation. The warrior, right? You are the Knight of Swords. Okay, I'm gonna blend it in while I read the card, okay? Okay, the essence. The luminous warrior has no enemies in this world or the next. He is impeccable in word and deed. He focuses on his light rather than on what hides in the dark. Since he casts no shadow, he is as radiant as the sun and can transform his most terrible enemy into his ally. His power comes not from the sword, but from speaking his truth at all costs. Interesting. Not from the sword, and you are the sword, right? You love swords. You love to think. You love to talk in that, what's going on. The invitation. The luminous warrior reminds you it is important to focus on your power, wisdom, and beauty. Do not be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world. Remember that intention follows attention. So focus on your positive traits. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered. Then there will be little need for action as you resolve all situations from within, right? No more swords, right? So even though this is you love to do that, right? You are no more of this because you know what to do, right? And it's beautiful because they kind of go together. Good. Work ahead, my dear Gemini. I wish you a great meditation for this full moon in Sagittarius, right? Lead the way for an honest world, for the truth, for more a minimalistic lifestyle, which I think you are able to do. So thank you for watching, and namaste.